So thank you for showing up for meditation. And so why do we meditate? Why do we come to meditate? We're not doing anything with our body. We're just sitting here. So meditation, some might say for the mind. I call this one the mind as a path to liberation. So thanks for being here. So finding a comfortable seat, take a deep breath in, sigh it out. Maybe roll the shoulders a few times if you like, just to settle in. And close your eyes at any time. And it's this practice of being still. And a practice of being present. And this beautiful mind we all have has different functions of the mind. And the mind can both wreak havoc and cause suffering, but it also can be the source of liberation and freedom, the freedom that comes from within. So as we give our monkey mind a tool, we give it something to do. And let's start by just simply watching the breath. And you'll notice quite quickly, the mind does not like to stay in one place. So this wandering mind of ours gets distracted. And that's okay. We're going to observe the inner landscape. So imagine your mind as a vast open sky, and that your thoughts are like the clouds that drift by. Some clouds are light and fleeting, and others might be dense and heavy. So let's just watch the mind. Let's notice the thought. To simply observe them without clinging to them, without pushing them away or wishing they weren't there so we could just have a quiet, calm mind. We're just going to simply notice thoughts like clouds in the sky floating by. So you're sitting, you're aware of the breathing, your body that breathes, and your mind that thinks. So the mind has four functions, and I'm just going to briefly touch on these. The first one is known as manas. This is the part of your mind that reacts. Manas is the aspect of your mind that takes in sensory information. So the senses, we take in life via our senses. We see things, we smell things, hear things, touch and taste things. This then generates emotion, and it's the part of our mind that can react impulsively. It is responsible for desires, fears, and habits, and it's constantly moving, seeking pleasure and avoiding discomfort. So can you simply just watch the mind? Maybe like, for example, right now you're sitting in meditation. Let's say, you took time to get prepped and to be here and you're ready to sit here. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe something in the house, somebody's making too much noise. Or I know sometimes for me in the morning, I wake up very early to the smell of coffee. Someone's brewing coffee. And it's like, ooh, what's that? My body says it's time to wake up when it's too early for Ninka. So just notice how you react to things. Someone's not doing what you want them to do. Somebody cuts in front of you in when you're driving. Notice how the mind very quickly can impulsively react. And so that's okay. So the practice, cultivating this practice to be able to sit with the way things are, is really just can you witness the impulse when you have it? It's like watching waves on the surface of the ocean. Just observe how these thoughts rise and fall naturally. Now we're going to awaken inner wisdom. And the second function of the mind is known as Buddhi. And I always remember this one because it sounds like Buddha. And Buddha is an enlightened being. So the Buddhi is a part of your higher intelligence, part of your mind. If you think of manas as the ocean surface, constantly shifting with the waves, Buddhi is the still depth beneath. It's calm, it's steady, and it's clear. Buddhi is the part of your mind that allows you to see things as they truly are, to see clearly, rather than seeing things from your conditioning, your emotions. So it's the quiet knowing beneath the chatter of manas. It's the ability to step back and observe with clarity. So just allow yourself to rest in this knowing for a moment. Another function of the mind is known as the I maker. It's called Ahamkara. And this is the part of the mind that creates your sense of an I. It forms your self-awareness. It helps you navigate relationships and experiences. It's neither good nor bad. It simply helps you define your sense of self in the world. So we're calling the manas that takes in all the sensory information. So, maybe we're realizing, oh, I'm taking in, I'm noticing it's cold, or maybe I'm seeing something and it's beautiful, like, oh, look at that beautiful tree, or look at that beautiful sunset. So the ahamkara, the I maker, is now I feel cold. I think that sunset is beautiful. It's you, the I is having the experience. The I is the part of the self. It's nothing. This is a part of our how we relate to the world as a self, and where we can get in trouble with ahamkara is the klesha asmita, where we actually can we can cling to what comes after the I. Like, I am whatever the roles you play in life. I am mother, I am daughter, or whatever work you do in the world. I am teacher, I am dot, dot, dot. And this is important for us to have these, because then we can express, who we are. It becomes a part of our own way and what we share with the world. But the idea is to not cling to it. Remember, you are more than any single identity. So even just saying, I am that I am. And see if you can rest within the spaciousness. Just you right now in this moment. You're here, you're present. I am. And the final function of the mind is known as chitta. We can think of this as a subconscious part of the mind. It's the deep reservoir of memory and conditioning. So every experience, every emotion, every habit leaves an imprint here. Chitta is what makes us react in familiar ways, even when those reactions no longer serve us. So if a fear or a reoccurring thought or an old habit arises, simply witness it with kindness. Recognize that it is not you. It is an imprint from the past, something conditioned, but not essentially to who you truly are. So once again, bring your awareness back to your breath, feeling its steady rhythm. And take your time now to bring your hands together in the lotus flower Padma Mudra. And as you peer within to the diamond light, remember that manas will react, but you don't have to follow every impulse. Buddhi will always offer wisdom if you listen. Ahamkara will try to hold onto identity, but you are more than any single role. And Chitta will bring the past forward, but you're not bound by it. You are the vast sky, open, limitless, and free. Om Mani Padme Hum, may the jewel within the lotus be realized. And as you seal your hands to your heart, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. I thank you for joining me for meditation, honoring the light within you. Namaste.